All right, everyone's talking about net zero this week, and they're telling you it's something that's going to save the planet. Cutting emission, Australia doing its bit to save the environment. Sounds good, right? But what if I tell you it's a Wall Street for carbon, a money machine dressed up as climate action? Now, let me explain to you exactly how all this works. Every ton of carbon that's supposedly avoided somewhere, like tree planting or methane capture, well, that becomes a carbon credit. And those credits can be bought and sold on the open market. Big corporations buy them up so they can become carbon neutral, even when their planes, factories, and mines are still running at full tilt. And who's in the middle of all this? Well, it's the same financial heavyweights that bankroll everything. Banks, investment firms, you name it. They package, trade, and profit off those carbon credits exactly like they did with mortgages and commodities. And the environment, well, that becomes another spreadsheet entry. And once money got involved, it stopped being about the planet, and now it's about returns. The more carbon credits you create and sell, well, the more profit you make. So now we've got an entire industry built on paperwork, measuring, certifying, and trading carbon. Billions of dollars are going through the system, just like in Wall Street, and none of that, I mean none of that, is going to the little guy working hard on the ground. See, net zero doesn't mean net emissions. It means the big players can keep emitting as long as they can buy their carbon offsets so they can cancel it out on paper. And who can afford that? The giants, the airlines, the mining company, the energy firms. Meanwhile, Australian small business and farmers, they don't have that luxury. That's the real inequality hiding here under the slogan. And honestly, this is hitting farmers the hardest. They are seriously being told to lock up productive land for carbon projects, or they are being told to sell off parts of their land to big companies chasing offsets. Big investors are buying up massive parts of land just to bank carbon. And that only drives prices up and squeezes smaller producers out of the market. This isn't a conspiracy. This is how markets behave when profit comes first. And here's the kicker to all of this. Even if Australia hits its net zero targets, we would only be dropping global emissions by 1%. Meanwhile, developing nations like China and India, well, we're shipping all our coal and gas over to them to burn for cheap, reliable power. So you have to ask yourself with all of this, who's really benefiting off this? Because when climate policy is being turned into a financial trading platform where only the billionaires and elites profit, and then when everyday Aussies now start footing the bill, including our farmers, that's not environmental action. That's exploitation wrapped in a green bow. Net zero was sold to us as a promise for the future, but once money got involved, it became a market. And like every market, the same rules apply. The ones with power, well, they end up winning. And everyone's gonna sit here and say, oh, trust the science. And the last time I was told to trust the science, well, everyone got an experimental COVID vaccine, and now cancer rates are surging amongst young Australians. And on top of that, we're told to trust the science, and we're chopping off little boys' penises and mutilating young females. So I will not trust the science. Net zero is getting us nowhere, just broke, owned, and fooling ourselves. What's your thoughts?